Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as Russia. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we are at war with Kazakhstan and the entirety of the Pishkek Pact. I'm not like too worried that we're gonna lose. It's like we also have like a pretty generous timer on this. We have another like 225 days. We have months left to go, and I think like we should be fine. We delete this. Send in one infantry just to kind of clean this stuff up. Do we have all the supply hubs? No, but we will in just a second. And we do have enough experience. We can get some doctrines. So let's go for... I guess maybe like Fleet and Being. We're not really going to... I mean, what is our Navy actually made up of right now? 4 battleships, mostly destroyed in submarines. So Fleet and Being, I think, makes no sense there then. So I guess we'll go for a trade interception. Go for delay. Oh, that sounds great. We still don't want to deploy any units because we still need to stockpile some guns eventually in order to deal with unrest in the Caucasus. Whenever that can actually happen. Okay, troops again are moving in. Fantastic. I want to know. You go here, my good friends. And the Circle of St. George. Though the old Christmas purges of 1929 were directed chiefly at the clandestine supporters of Savinkov and the radical left within the Russian army, those vocal among the reactionary right weren't spared either. General Mikhail Detris earned a reputation during the Russian Civil War, not only as an able general, but also as a die-hard absolutist and a zealot against the godless revolution. When the time came to rid the Russian army of threats to the Republic, it came as little surprise when Detris was drummed out, and he took his forceful retirement poorly. The years since have seen Dietrich reinvent himself into a prolific author and darling among Russia's dissatisfied monarchists. Former generals' books have not only rallied against Russia's atheistic democracy, but likewise condemned Savinkov as a vampiric puppet of Poles and Freemasons. His cabal of supporters call themselves the Circle of St. George, and have championed for the cause the pretender Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov, considering him to be the proper Tsar rather than the line of Kirill, who had once marched in 1917 with a red cockade. What has become readily apparent is that Dekris was hardly just leading a book club. It seems the circle has contacts with many disaffected soldiers, chief among them Cossack Ataman Gregory Semyonov, who chose exile in Harbin in 1922. He's now essentially mercenary warlord in cooperation with Zheng Zhaolin. Well, of course, we don't want any real monarchist sympathies here. Want to connect this supply hub, please and thank you. And Purple Army, you need to get to like the front still, like even faster than you are. Can we connect you up to like max? I guess actually no, don't do it this way. We will just do it like through the army tree here. I don't know if we even have like enough supplies to really make this work. The answer is no, but we'll still try it anyways. Paraguay's at war with Argentina. I mean, I can't really just march into Kiva, right? Like, that's not going to work out as nicely as I'm wanting. But hey, we've taken the supply hub. That'll be done in 4 days, which is very, very nice. Push your way through here. Move your way down south. Again, go retake the supply hub. Because having it, obviously, is going to be good for us, because they're going to give us our troop supplies, but also going to deny supplies to Kazakhstan, which is very, very nice. I don't want them to have supplies. We need to be powerful. The nationalization of Sakhalin oil. Japanese President North Sakhalin is based on 2 treaties. The Treaty of Portsmouth in 1905 and the Russo-Japanese Agreement of 1921. The latter negotiated by Vasily Boldarev, then attaché to Japan. Agreed on a Japanese withdrawal from North Sakhalin and other occupied territories, and then withdrawing support from Siberian rebels Ataman Semyonov and Kimikov in exchange. Japanese Zaibatsus operating in Russia would be allowed to conduct business freely. What had, for a moment, seemed like a potential military clash between Japan and the resurgent Russia in 1921 was successfully de-escalated. Kita Karfu Sekyo Kubushki Gashi, the North Sakhalin Joint Stock Company, continued management of oil fields in Oka and Katangi, which brought both development to the northern part of the island. It's also clear the company prioritized Japanese strategic interests over Russian ones, and that there was even discussion of nationalization already in 1928, in the aftermath of the Fetting conflict. But now Russia has abandoned any semblance of respect for their treaties, and has gone ahead with the nationalization plans. I appreciate the political power. And we have 30 days left on you. German stranglehold on the economy is still very, very high. Very cool. Very, very, very happy to see it. We can ignore you for now. Manpower's like, it's so bad. I guess we just have to save up for limited conscription. I mean, we're almost there. You know, we're getting 1.3 per day. It's not too bad. If we can move our troops here, we'll get like an encirclement on you, which would be lovely. And are you connected? It says no supply connection, but I think that might... Oh, okay, it's because they took that city. It's because they took the province, like in the... Thank you. Do you have supplies? Yes, you have supplies, which is great. I will say Kazakhstan is being a little bit more in pain in the ass than I think it should be. You know, I'm not super happy about that. You come over here for an attack. You come over here for reinforcements. And Alexander Nevsky. Russian audiences were treated to a historic milestone with the long-awaited release of director Vyacheslav Podolkin's epic Alexander Nevsky. Widely rumored to be the most expensive film produced in Russian soil, Alexander Nevsky's scale can only be possible with direct blessing and generous funding of the Russian government. Excellent. Well, 1% World War support. I will not say no to that, because we kind of do want it, for sure. You might actually need to last stand, my good friend. I mean, not happy with how that's developing. I'll tell you that much. Are any of you even close to capitulating? Kazakhstan's at 70%. But again, their capital's like way... I don't even know what the hell this guy's up to. It's way, way far down south. Which is a little worrying. Push you this way. And we've completed the Knights of Terror. That's going to allow us to go to this one here, which we need for one of our focuses. I don't even remember which one exactly that it was. Okay, we can get these troops killed off. And see if you can maybe try to free my lad. How long until you're, 2 days, okay. Everybody, like, they stopped attacking us, which is good. I appreciate that. Supplies are still really bad. I'm not going to, pretend that they're not. God damn it. We need to start moving away down south. You need to last stand once again. At least we can take this province. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world for sure. Kazakhstan has way more troops, I think, than you would maybe otherwise expect. Now, there is a supply hub here. So I would like to take that if possible. Because again, our supplies are just like, they're just dog shit. It's like really, really, really bad. 35, 34. Again, we supply hub here. The supply hub is connected, which is great. I'm trying to think, like, if we can, like, somehow victory point rush or, you know, something to that notion. But it's not going to be, I think, easy, unfortunately. I would love for it to be easy. I didn't even put a timer on. Let me go. Let me put that one on there now. Like, it's not going to be the easy thing in the world. I will admit this. Deploy 36,000. I think we can probably, at this point, end the program. Okay. And the projects have been completed. Today, Moscow's in celebration. Though there have been many attempts to bring Russia into the modern era, none could claim success until today. The WWII has declared the Volshad program an undeniable success, citing the rapid advances made in industrial capacity, economic growth, and modernization of the countryside. A fireworks show took place in Red Square to celebrate the triumph along with a short military parade. Tanks produced by Volshad-built factories featured among them. At the end, the leader himself gave a speech over the radio, thanking the people for their efforts and stressing the need for economic self-sufficiency. In throwing off the German yoke and bringing about the government, which is a true expression of popular will, the president declared, Russia has at long last been able to enter a new age of development. Despite the many criticisms endured because of the program, it seems that its completion has also been a major propaganda coup for Savinkov's rule. The Republic and the Empire failed. The strong visionary leadership of the SRS and was ultimately required to rejuvenate the country, or so does the party supporters claim. Our efforts have not gone unnoticed by the German sphere either. Though their goal of the program was economic competition with Middle Europa, with the world seemingly stumbling from one crisis to another, it may not be long before the competition between the two giants in the east finally spreads to the battlefield. We're gonna get some more stability off that, which is fantastic. We also get a little bit. We have 335,000 manpower now, which is also lovely, and we should have enough to go to limited conscription. Give us some more units. Okay, this army unfortunately did flounder a little bit. We have seen some casualties. And also, you guys are kind of going too far this way now. Let Kazakhstan move their way into these, to the Trans-Siberian Railroad. I'm not, like, too concerned with it, honestly. Offer from a German businessman. A number of German businesses have made an offer to the Russian government. They are saying that they can make major contributions to the Russian economy as long as they are not hit with the same nationalizations that other companies have faced. Of course, they do not really have Russia's best interest at heart. But perhaps there is still something to be made out of this. Two swinging faction, 40 political power. The thing is this, does this affect... I mean, it's already at 10, so fuck it. We'll take it anyways. You know, we'll see how that goes. I wonder if we can, like, try to, like, snake our way around in some capacity. That's what I would like to do. Can we go combined? Not really any of those are really what I'm looking for right now. I think Purple Army for a second just needs to kind of like slow down. Figure out what's going on. I mean, taking the supply hub though would be nice for sure. Yeah. Purple Army, figure out what the hell it is you're trying to actually accomplish. 30%, man. I mean, the casualties are mounting. I'm not going to deny that. 40, 45 engineering. All a little too expensive. You know what? Artillery is usually pretty cheap. Let's go with you. Yeah, you know, actually, you've only lost 23,000 men. Honestly, that's not that bad at all. I was kind of expecting something like way worse. So I will take those numbers. Also, you guys can go to regular battle plan for now. And empowering the Grostaza. Streamlining internal security agencies under the control of the single-party organization has been a long-time goal. Under former governance, law enforcement was lax, and communists were allowed to operate at ease. With the new presidential decree, the State Guard, the Grostrazia, will have been expanded into a general security body, and everything from border guard service to law enforcement and the secret police will be incorporated under it. Likewise, the duties will involve the protection of the president and the party leadership, and they will be picked only from the most loyal Russians, to render oath of service to the Vlad himself. Slavnikov has appointed Evgeny Kleptikov as the director of the Grostasia from his earlier position as director of the Okhrana. Director Kleptikov immediately began personal trainers to ensure the efficiency and loyalty of the organization. The question of the actual existence of the powers has worried the military in particular. It has insisted to transfer special military areas, such as North Caucasus and future liberated territories, under the Grostasia's authority. This way, the military can focus purely on external enemies, while the actual administration of areas behind the front lines would have been done by Grozny units under political leadership. However, it would essentially expand the organization from extensive security agency into a full shadow army, controlled by the Vodsmen directly. Okay, so let's see. Stability goes by 10%. More population. Military anger goes up a little bit. Resistance target. Military anger right now is at 4. You know what? Let's just, let's only focus on internal enemies for right now. Follow that up with... Sure, tax foreign shares. I think that seems okay. You'll be completed in either 1 day or 7 days. Oh, we need to connect the railroad first. My bad, my bad. We need to take this province first. Or, I mean, I guess we could just build a rail line from here to here. Put that at top priority. And then we don't have to actually worry about it as much. Like, I'm not saying we wouldn't worry about it at all, but it would be a little bit less of a priority. We do need you, though. For sure. Grim reports from the countryside. Russia's peasantry is a rock-solid foundation of the SRS and the Third Russia, and has arguably escaped much of the most repressive actions by the regime. However, reports of Ministry of Finance are worrisome. The planners of the VES have calculated that our land reforms have led to a decrease in overall agricultural productivity, something that they already warned of earlier when the focus was mainly on giving peasants their own land plots and restoring villages, while often breaking apart high-efficiency industrial farms. Even with the peasant loans and mechanization programs, it seems that Russian agriculture has lost many of its most productive farms. The Minister of Agriculture, Agiev, is optimistic and promises a higher yield by 1941, once mechanization programs have advanced enough. He does admit that Minister Vozhnevsky's worry is real, and it is possible that the price of grain will increase temporarily in the coming years. Vozhnevsky suggests that they implement price caps and organize state corporations to buy and distribute food in a centralized manner, forcing peasants to organize sales through it. Agiev is worried about the backlash, and instead requesting more money for agrarian reforms, particularly in producing tractors and harvesters, which would increase output faster, but at a cost. Population goes up. Tractors for everybody. Tractors for everybody. Yes. Very good. Again, you'll be done in like 2 days. That's going to get this area connected. And that should allow you then to have supplies of your own. There we go. Fantastic. You guys can deploy your way down south. We got to make sure that this area does not collapse. I need this supply hub under my control. Thank you very much. I mean, we could try to, again, push our way down south more and more. Move you guys here. You guys can push here. Establishment of the border zone. The border zone of the Russian state, the ZP, was established based on the law of the state border passed by today. The new border region, usually 7.5 kilometers deep, would be put under special surveillance. People who were not residents could not enter the border regions without explicit permission from the Ministry of Foreign Internal Affairs or the Ministry of War. Stability goes up. Sure, you know what? Let's remove ethnicities of questionable loyalty. I'm sure that'll go over well. An Ataman challenges the Vodst. General Peter Nikolaevich Krasnov has served as the Ataman of the Don host for the past 20 years, and is considered one of the living legends of the White Cause. For a long time, he was an outspoken supporter of the SOR and reactionary politics, running the Don host as an example of a traditionalist and anti-communist land. But now this cooperation has hit an impasse, as Savinkov's move to restrict the autonomy of the Cossack host and distribute much of their lands to ordinary Russian peasants has elicited strong resistance from the Cossacks. He demanded the president cease tarnishing the memories of the veterans who fought for Russian freedom and respect the Cossacks as an integral part of the White Cause. Krasnov holds much sway, especially in southern Russia, and there is a chance that he will rally many disgruntled conservatives and generals against Savinkov. However, Savinkov does have an ace up his sleeve. His Minister of Agriculture, Pavel Mykolaiv Agiev, is a reformist Don Cossack and an outspoken opponent of Krasnov. Agiev has always appeared as a defender of the common Cossack against the great landowners like Krasnov. It may be possible to force the Don Circle to elect Agiev as the new Ataman and sideline Krasnov in a respectable retirement. A less alienating way to handle the situation would be simply make concessions to Krasnov and refrain from land reforms in the Don host. National Spirit can be removed by hiring Pavel Agiev as a political advisor. Ability goes down. I mean, we don't have a lot. But is that, I mean, it's a negative 7.5 stability, but it's not forever. And right now, who would I even get rid of, though? I'd have to get rid of one of you. And this is for Agiev. Agiev gives us, I mean, he's a stability guy as well. So you know what? Sure, let us fight. Let us fight. Okay, Russian ship has been sunk off Sakhalin. Japanese rowboat opened fire and sunk a Japanese weather ship, Zenestia, off the coast of Sakhalin near Cape Krolin. The Japanese ambassador offered the deepest apologies from his government in Tokyo and explained that this unfortunate accident had happened due to human error and misjudgment, leading to the patrol boat's captain to believe the Zenestia to be involved in spying on the Japanese coastal defenses. Well, I guess world tension goes down by 1. It's actually 54% right now, which is, you know, significantly, it's higher than I would like it to be. I can tell you that much. Move this guy down south, bring you here. Capture this supply hub. Where is your... I mean, your capital's here. I mean, if we can kill Kazakhstan, the rest will fall like a house of dominoes. So, I mean... would be nice for us. The Russian cause... 1% repopulation would be nice. Labor conscription. 5th columnist. I don't even know what really what it take. You know, let's go arrive at the Sovniks. I think that seems reasonable. But I will say it, at least right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. Not enjoy it, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.